and welcome to Social Outcast Podcast. I am the ringleader, Marshall. And here tonight with me, sitting beside me, I have...
What's my name?
Chrissy.
I didn't come up with a good name for myself.
And sitting a couple miles away from me is my good friend and co-host...
Blitz. That's right, your host, Blitz from Manasine. As always, good to have you guys with us.
Alright, so...
By the way, just ringleader today, not master of the universe, savior of the YouTube.
What you
Alright,
usually
fine.
call yourself is a lot longer.
You guys want my full name?
Yes.
Lord of the podcast.
Okay. It is I, your ringleader, Lord Commander, High Wizard, Lord of the Podcast, Marshall, a.k.a. Marsh Nero, a.k.a. Legacy of Marsh. Welcome, Episode 1. Oh my god, what are we doing?
And that intro is why you're the ringleader.
Yeah, because I know how to ham it up.
I want you to tell me about Clown Mine.
All right.
Want to tell me about
All right. So we're going to start this off strong. And why not go with something, topical, something that's been floating around in the news a lot lately.
You don't say.
You don't say. Yeah. Tell me more, kind sir. I will tell you more. So, last week, here's your WTF moment for the week. And it's the 29th, we got a couple days till Halloween, so...
So, more clown sightings?
True, yes. So, and this has probably been, run into the dirt so often, and oh no, clown lives matter too, and whatnot, but...
No.
That protest, that peaceful protest, was shut down due to all the threats that they got. Anyway.
What peaceful protests?
I'll tell you in a minute. But before I get derailed any longer, there was a news article that came out about a week ago. And it was Cambodian man dressed as clown chased into the woods and steps on a landmine.
Oh. Now I remember.
So,
That's actually a serious problem over there. There's still live landmines in Vietnam and Laos and Cambodia, and you hear about that. Every year, a couple hundred people die from random mines that were just left there.
Yeah.
The Vietnam War?
This guy, yes, those mines never go bad. It's not like a bottle of milk in your refrigerator. They don't expire. They're mechanical.
That many.
They're just sitting there.
That were
There's no one. They put down thousands of those, and nobody's gonna keep track of them.
Right.
So it's just kind of people were blown up on landmines from World War II in Russia still. So
wow.
that stuff's kind of scary.
So it's oh god, what was the movie? Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
When they land down and the director's all right, we're going this way.
There was that mine.
Here's a click, looks down, and then blows up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's there's just landmines all over the place in certain jungled countries and whatnot, because that's what they needed to have in order to survive and not get ambushed and stuff. But yeah, so this guy was scaring people and whatnot, walking around in a village in Cambodia, and so the villagers got fed up with him and chased him off. And so he ran into the woods, and the villagers didn't go after him, only to hear a few minutes later an explosion and whatnot. And when the authorities arrived, when they went in, they couldn't find all of them. and they couldn't identify him, but they had suspicion that it was a 24-year-old man, I believe, visiting from the United States, his family back there. And
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't imagine the clown shenanigans going on in other parts of the world. That would make more sense if he was from the U.S. originally.
true, but
Oh,
I
but-
mean, there is like a YouTube channel dedicated to scaring the hell out of people.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Not
that's a little
necessarily
bit different. That's a
scaring
YouTube
people.
channel. I'm
Killing
talking about
people.
like just random people pulling off these kind of shenanigans.
Very true, but I mean, it is like, ooh, it's the new craze to dress up like a clown. And
haven't the clowns been killing people though?
no, they've been attacking people. I don't.
They've generally
good
just
enough.
been clowning around.
Ha, 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 ha.
Um.
You get Pennywise.
um.
And
By the
I-
way,
not a
Christy, I don't-
serial killer.
By the way, Christy,
so-
I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there's a game that I like to play on this podcast.
Puns?
No.
No,
Distract me.
yes, it's called How much of a tangent can you get Marshall to go on?
Oh my god.
Oh, I have a good idea. Can get him to go on quite a tangent.
Yeah, well, she's probably gonna forget about that in a couple of minutes because she's starting to slur her words a bit there.
How often does she get you off track?
Very often, and we actually had a nice little chat about this in the car.
Well,
Oh, really? How could you break down that conversation for
I
me?
think we both have ADHD, so we
Mhm.
both
So,
go on tangents.
So, shut up.
Please elaborate.
I'm literally trying to talk about one topic here, and then like I say something, and she's like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah."
I start thinking about the other thing, and
It's something else, and so I'm like, "No, it's about this topic, this," and I mention someone else, and then she goes, "Oh, so this thing." I'm like, "No, this. Shut up." I
'Cause
just lost it.
I forgot about the thing we were talking about originally.
In the course of like 10 seconds. So you want someone to go on a tangent, it's her, not me. Because I was focused, I was dialed into that topic, and it's like, no, we're going to go and talk about this now. And it's like, no, we're still talking about this. So, let's finish this up and then move on. And then we never did because I just got mad and we got home.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, cool story. You got anything to bring to this? I got something else. Spooky fire women trees in Dark Souls DLC.
Does that have anything to do with the people trees or the trees that look like people?
Oh yeah, that's definitely it.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
they
that's-
shoot fire at you, and there's like a bunch of wolves that try and kill you.
because when you passed by, they didn't do anything, unless these are specific trees.
Oh no, they were doing stuff. They were trying to kill me.
So-
It's not a fun DLC.
So not all the trees that look like people do anything.
No, they all do. Because there are just like normal trees there.
Oh,
But yeah, and continuing on this game tangent here, Square Enix, I love you guys to death, but
except for that.
Whenever
Final Fantasy
whenever
13
somebody says that, it means
franchise.
they're very upset with this person or group in question, and they're about to rip them really hard.
not necessarily.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Not necessarily.
Please.
Hear me out. Yes, hear me out here. So, Square Enix dropped a huge bomb on us
Does it
earlier
have to
this
do
week.
with the new game?
Are you gonna let me finish?
I'm sorry.
That's not how the game works,
Need
though.
You need to
Glass of water, yes.
go lay down a bit.
No,
You sure?
I'm feeling good.
Am I gonna have to kick you off?
No?
You should probably finish the rest of that.
I would like a glass of water first.
I told you,
I told you I want flavored water.
Oh my gosh, she's such a child.
Flavored water tastes way better than regular water.
Yeah, but beer tastes a lot better than flavored water.
But beer without water will give you a hangover.
So?
So I want
any
some
alcohol
water.
in general.
What's fun in that? I made her one of those drinks that I had was it Tuesday? I think when I got really drunk and
Yeah, and you and your ridiculous plan to hijack another person's podcast and
that wasn't gonna work either way, even if they did stream that night.
and then it came to be that it wasn't even broadcasted on that day, and then you basically just made a fool of yourself.
Pretty much.
And I was there for the whole amusement of it.
Speaking of which, drinking problems. How about we talk about that?
Okay, who's got more of a problem?
I do, definitely. Chrissy might be
As
having a problem
opposed
with
to...
I don't feel like I have a problem. I feel great.
I mean, I do have
no stranger to sarcasm, you know.
Yeah, I feel great. Oh,
That was
yeah.
my drunkenness.
Someone's having a bit too much. I've been drinking since 2 o'clock today, and I feel fine. Anyway.
And you went driving.
No.
So
'cause I
a
ate
funny
something
thing,
first.
now that you mention, I do have something to chip in here. So
Okay, fine. Just cut me off of my 2 topics that I started that I completely forgot
you
about.
asked me earlier if I have anything to chip in.
2
now
points
I'm
to Matt.
cashing in.
2 points
here
to
we-
Matt. He derailed me.
Okay, so you know how I have a bottle cap collection, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay, so about like 2 months ago, I went over to a beer place by my new apartment, and they had like stuff that was like on a fire sale. It was like super cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, heck yeah, I'm gonna buy all these beer bottles. I'm gonna get so many different caps. Well, I got home
Uh-oh.
and I looked at them, and most of the beers were more than 2 years expired. So I was like, I ain't drinking these. So I basically paid $1 a bottle for the cap. Hey, but some of them were like 25th anniversary edition caps. You'll never see them again.
Oh, nice. Yeah, their 20th anniversary because,
Because they were on the shelf for 20 years because no one drank them.
Oh, God, that fell. That sucked.
But yeah, that was quite the experience. And what's funny is that when the guy that was working there, I told him I collect the caps, and I think he just assumed that was the reason why I bought them all. Because he didn't even say anything about, like, hey, you know, those are kind of... We meant to throw those out.
I didn't spill any of it.
So he just let me buy these things.
It's not
And
me.
I think he probably got a chuckle out of it.
Probably gonna have
I mean,
to kick
whatever,
me.
so I got more caps. Speaking of which, I need to get a little more variety. I've almost gotten through all those Sam Adams. I got another local craft brewery that I picked up. I think I'm mostly just going to be going to like a Meyer or something because they're going to have fresh stuff, and then I can try. They actually have a pretty decent collection.
Yeah, they have
You-
a crap load of beer.
Yeah, so usually my rule is I have to drink the beer and then collect the cap. I didn't do that for these. I'm just like, opened them up, dumped them out, kept the cap.
You could have given them to Jacob. He
I'm not
wouldn't
gonna
have
give
known.
him 2-year-old expired beer. I mean, the guy, Jacob's given me so many different beers with caps and everything.
If
I ain't
anything, it just
besides-
ferments into a stronger
You-
beer.
You should have just
No, actually,
made
it would
a
probably give you a
project.
stomachache and give you food poisoning. So that's
Really?
not gonna. Yes, alcohol goes bad, dude.
Come on.
You don't want to.
Hello. That's why they keep them cold.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Wine
Like,
cellar.
Yeah, like wine. Well, wine's a little bit different because wine, when they what they do is they have to keep it at like a
Drinking it will not necessarily harm the consumer.
not necessarily, but it might,
Beer has such a
right?
low alcohol
But like as I was
content.
saying with wine though, like they have them, they keep them in like cellars, so there's no exposure to sunlight. They got a certain regulated temperature that never changes, and they lay them on their side.
Okay,
These
wait, hold
were
up, hold up,
sitting on
hold
a
up.
shelf collecting dust, standing straight up, and they were by windows. So
But see, do you know what color was the bottle?
they were tinted brown, but that doesn't matter. Like the
Yeah, it
fact that
does,
they weren't
actually. Do you know about that?
go on
Do you know the reason why beer bottles are brown or green?
because
It's
they're not. You got to limit the light exposure to the liquid.
yeah, that's why.
Right, but what I'm saying is that they were hardly kept in a fashion that would preserve their integrity. So,
So
all right, well, next time I buy 2.5 year expired beer, I'll just give it to you then.
Well, it depends on the
Oh,
beer.
oh, I see how it is. Uh huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, if
Once you, give it to Jacob. Oh, when it's you now.
As long as it's
Maybe I'll
not
pass that.
probably
no,
Angry Orchard.
give me 2-year-old Angry Orchard, I will drink that.
Oh, I wouldn't drink 2-second old Angry Orchard. I don't like apple cider.
I do.
Not the hard kind. I had it before. It was repulsive. Oddly enough, though, I liked like the really hoppy, dark, ales and stouts and all those kind of things. I just have bitter tastes. That's really what it comes down to.
Because you're a bitter person.
I have bitter tastes.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm bitter, but I used to be more in the past than I am now. If you listen to my
Yeah, you
intro,
cranky old bastard.
cranky. I will admit that sometimes I do get a little bit set off by things.
Are you talking about his job?
This young punk learning with all of his iPhones and technology, he should start on Windows 95 like I did and work his way up.
Back in my day, we had to wait 5 minutes for the computer to boot up, and then there was no guarantee that when you opened the window, the whole machine wouldn't crash.
Oh,
Why, if this little whippersnapper didn't know any better, he would learn how to do technology the right way.
do technology.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here
Bro,
first, folks.
Bro, do you even
Do
technology?
Technology is a verb.
Do technology. I technology very well.
We tech those. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Security Guard, who runs basically all the fancy crap at Ford. And
Fancy.
don't lie. It's super fancy. I would love to have a job like that.
But then you wouldn't want to play video games.
I'm just not that dedicated to school and whatnot.
Yeah, you have to actually get
That's-
good grades.
There's kind of a problem there then.
Anyway, so first world problem here.
That's why you're gonna be a director, I hope.
Going back to
A director of what? The director of a
director of
Anything.
my own madness.
Anything at this point because he hasn't.
Okay, you do
It's
realize
okay.
that to be a director you have to have a sense of direction, right?
He hasn't gotten the degree though.
Look,
That's
we're
the
not
problem.
talking about degrees here. We're talking about motivation, ambition, pride,
Because he needs
determination.
motivation to get the degree.
motivation, not procrastination.
look.
You better write that book, and you better write it right now. I've been sitting on my butt for 5 years waiting for you to contribute stuff. And what do you have to show for it? That's
Just
right.
General ideas.
See, I told you he's a cranky old bastard. Look, I'm working on it. I got you yelling in my ear. I got drunk ass over here.
Just cause I can't walk doesn't
She
mean I
asked
can't
him
talk.
nickname at the beginning of this broadcast.
Do it. Do it. I dare you.
No.
Mess with my nickname. I dare you. I dare you. I want you to mess with my nickname. Go ahead. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. I think we're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah? Yeah? You sure? Is that what I thought? That's what I thought. Going back to my first world problem story. Going back to my first world problem story.
Stand by.
We were... No, not stand by. Stay right there, audience. We aren't going anywhere.
That's
the
what
same
stand by
thing.
means.
I
No,
thought
it's
I
not.
was the one that was drinking.
Please stand by is... Please wait.
Please
No.
wait where you are.
No, please...
Yes.
Please stand by in a radio sense means, hold on, we're not going to be doing what
Hold
we're
on
doing.
where you are because we're having technical difficulties.
Please stand by in a radio sense means we're not doing what we're doing right now in the next 20 seconds. Hold on. We're doing the same thing. We're still talking. Stop hijacking my show just because I wanted to. I'm
Okay.
going to kick Chrissy off.
No.
So,
Matt is saying the same thing I am.
Excuse me? Why are you dragging me into this?
yeah.
You
Right?
were saying, you were defining stand by, just like I was.
This episode is just going to be called Derailed. That's it.
Oddly enough, I already posted a video a couple weeks ago with that title.
Really?
I guess
Yes,
you have
that's
to
the
change it.
name
It's
of one of the
taken.
missions in Medal of Honor Frontline.
Oh,
When I was
whatever.
doing my previous
Stop
series,
it!
Lost to the
I know
Ages.
what you're doing.
That's
Stop
my
it.
that's my shameless self.
No, it's not. No, it's
So
not.
When
You're
are you
trying to
doing
throw me
Jack
off.
and Daxter? I saw that on your
I'm
list.
gonna be playing Jack 2 at some point. Probably not. Maybe Jack and Daxter. I'm more of a fan of Jack 2 though.
Okay,
So, I
whatever.
like
I just
playing
like the whole
that.
franchise.
But I'm currently playing another game right now that
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
recording. I'm about 5 episodes in right
So
now.
I'm asking
I haven't
about
posted them yet, but I got to do like the
Jack
final compilations and everything, and then they'll get out to you.
Yeah, commercial.
You guys done?
I'm
No,
done.
actually, I could go on for a long time.
No. No. Okay.
The podcast
so-
should just be with. You should just make a podcast with yourself.
All right. You should probably go lay down for a bit and sober up a
You
bit.
don't lay down
Yeah, I do. When I'm
after
at-
a while.
Ladies and gentlemen.
First world problems.
Yeah, just between
Go
you
ahead.
and me, Marshall, I think she does need to see herself out right now.
Try me. You want to go?
No. I know how
That's
we
what
go.
people say. Those are fighting words right there.
Those
That's
are
what people
fighting
say.
words. I know exactly what words
You
those
want to
are.
go? You want to go? You, me, outside at high noon.
It's noon.
Well,
All
yeah.
right. All right.
The guts.
You no. Drink that
Ladies and
and
gentlemen,
stop
we are
talking.
now a half hour into this broadcast. We've gone absolutely nowhere.
No, we have not.
I'm hearing crickets
Chris,
outside.
you're gonna spill. Give me this. Stop it. You're cut off. Go lay down.
No.
You need to sober up. Chrissy, get off me. Come on, your
You said
headphone
lay
fell off.
down.
You didn't mute yourself because I still hear you. Oh, okay. I'm not crazy, guys. I'm not crazy. I just got directions from my producer here that I'm supposed to talk to you for a minute. So how are y'all doing tonight? I'm doing just fine. Unlike my show hosts here, who are maybe a little bit not capable of doing a broadcast right now. I'll keep you entertained for the next couple minutes. But yeah, I'm doing mighty fine. Hope you guys are gonna have a fun and safe Halloween. I know it's that kind of year. Don't get too out of control though. Especially stay away from those creepy creepy clowns. Well, I can't talk right now. And don't ever take any wooden nickels. Never, never take wooden nickels because first of all, they're worthless, and second of all, just don't take them. Also, be sure if you've got children who go out and do the whole trick-or-treating thing, or maybe you're a youngster yourself and you're planning to go out, make sure you double check all the candies before you eat them. Make sure they weren't tampered with or anything. This is a serious thing because, you have just like you have lunatics going out in clown outfits. You also have idiots who think for some reason they should troll people by messing with the food that they give out for free. By the way, there's another thing that I heard. I was listening to the radio last week or so, and they played this commercial on it. And the commercial is for frozen pizzas. Okay, so it's like, all right, whatever, frozen pizzas. Normally, I don't even pay attention. I don't even know why I had the advertisements playing, because usually I just turn down the volume, wait for the show to come back, and then turn back up. But anyway, so I heard this, and they were pitching the idea that what you should do is buy a bunch of frozen pizzas and then hand them out for Halloween. Yes, you heard that right. Instead of giving, kids Snickers bars or Twix bars or something, this advertisement suggested that you should hand out frozen pizzas. And here's the deal. They were saying, oh, well, it could feed a whole family, and the parents would be relieved that they don't have to make dinner that night. Okay, first of all, who in their right mind would accept a frozen pizza from some complete stranger? Okay, especially if it's taken out of the box. I wouldn't trust that at all. So that's strike one. Strike two, you're not going to be given this frozen pizza one per child. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to be like, oh, here, happy Halloween, you all get a pizza. That sucks. As a kid, that sucks. What makes it so fun is that you personally are given something. Trick or treat, you get candy put in your little bag or box or bucket, whatever you carry around, okay? So you're not going to get people like... It's just, that's not fun at all. So that's strike two. And strike three against this whole advertisement is those frozen pizzas will probably run you $5 each or something. So if you're planning on being generous,
it's actually
you're going to be
$3.
buying. You're going to be buying, like, say, I don't know, 20 of those or something. You're going to be spending $100 on frozen pizzas just so you can give them away.
It's actually
to people
60.
who won't even eat them. Okay, so again, just to recap, no parent's going to trust that. No kid's going to like that. And nobody in their right mind's going to go and waste money on that. So this has to have been the stupidest advertisement, the worst sales pitch I've ever heard. Period. I've never heard a stupider sales pitch than that. Awful.
And he says
Terrible.
he isn't grumpy.
No. I think you're missing some context here.
No, I heard a majority of it. I had my headphone in.
Okay.
The whole time. That's pretty dumb.
All right, so what's your opinion on it then?
Just go buy a $5 bag of candy. You're set for the night.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
No, this radio advertisement, it was a radio advertisement.
Which
it had
radio?
The audacity to suggest I'm just FM radio. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to name specific things. But anyway,
oh, come on. We can fire shots on this.
Anyway, the point is, this is just stupid. I mean, some stupid stuff before. I've heard some really stupid stuff before, but this is something else, man.
Hands down, that's one of the literal dumbest ideas
Ever.
I would rather just sit there and eat them myself.
Really?
Yeah, frozen pizzas, they're amazing. Red Baron.
Well, no, I agree. Frozen pizzas are good, but not to hand out to people and expect that they'll be like, "Yay!" I think they even at one point said like you could toss it across the yard like a frisbee to them or something.
Oh, sure, give the kid a concussion. The parents will love that.
Yeah, I know, right? You'll be spending a lot more than $100. You'll be sued and you'll be owing lots more money than that. Your insurance rates will go up, and that's just the beginning. You don't want to mess with that stuff. Stay out of the courts, stay out of the legal system. Don't mess with the authorities.
So, I absolutely made a mistake.
By inviting another person onto this
No, by giving
campus.
said person alcohol.
That should go without saying.
She's not too happy right now.
Well, I mean, if you want to take this seriously, you gotta be serious about it.
I mean, come on, it's us. We're not gonna be like
I know,
a
but it's just a
super
matter
serious.
of like,
You play a game to derail me all the time and whatnot. It's just like I
have,
made a
have fun
mistake
though. Yeah.
of giving a lightweight that strong of a drink, and she absolutely loved it and drank it way too fast. So, oops. Next episode we'll all be sober.
Be lessons learned. Hmm.
Yeah, well, I was getting flashbacks to Tuesday, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That was a pretty dumb idea.
Well, live and learn. That's how it goes.
Pretty much. Anyway, so Square Enix. Here we go. Let's talk about. Oh boy. Uh, where do I begin? So, Square Enix has announced that they are releasing Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 on the PS4 all at once, on the same disc, same everything. So they're basically just remastering it and starting over
Hmm.
again and doing the same thing that they just did for the PS3 after the PS4 was already out. So, here's where the problem lies. They're releasing it so quickly that people just think it's a retexture, and it's not.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not actually like changing anything. It's just a complete total rehash on the graphics, which is exactly what the PS3 versions were. So people aren't too happy about that because they literally just dropped what was it, 2.5.
So essentially, they're oversaturating their releases and they're confusing people because of it.
It's not that they're confusing people, it's just they're making them mad because it's like we just got this on the PS3. You guys couldn't, wait like another year, give us something else, and then release it on the PS4 with 1.5. All you guys are doing are just rehashing the same game that you have already remade twice, now for a third time.
That's called milking it for everything it's worth.
Oh, super. And you know what? In all honesty, I'm not going to get it.
Good. Because you know what? The reason why game companies get away with that crap is because people buy it anyway.
Don't be wrong. I bought it for the PS3. No doubt. Because we didn't have the original remixed version, which was released like a year after. or something like that. It was Kingdom Hearts 2 Remix or Final Mix, and it was like the super special edition, and it had like a bunch of additional crap in it.
All right, see now that can kind of justify
Right.
getting something like that. If they add like way more stuff, it's essentially just getting DLC for it, plus getting it like maybe look nicer and
Right.
run nicer and everything.
But here's the thing. So when they first did it for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, that was only released in Japan. We've never gotten the final mixes over here in the States.
The infamous Japan only release.
Until they started releasing them on the PS3, where it was 1.5 and 2.5. But I want to say 2016 was 2.5. If not, it was like late 2015. And yeah, it's just ridiculous. Not to mention, in January, we're getting 2.8, which is all new stuff. So that's fine. That's acceptable. That is beyond acceptable. Kingdom Hearts 2.8, it's going to have a movie attached to it, which links into their mobile game, which sucked. Turns out that there's actually like a story with the mobile game, but you literally have to dig through so much crap and garbage in order to get to it.
Isn't that kind of an archaic gameplay design though? Like I've kind of noticed that, like in the past, the way games would work is there'd be a lot of locked content, and you had to play the game and get like say gold medals on every level to unlock stuff. Whereas like now they've kind of gone away from that, and now it's more like you just play through it and you get it.
Yes and no.
The problem is though that
do that.
The problem is, and this is a whole other discussion, is that some companies will blatantly hold completed stuff just so they can sell it as downloadable content. So, like, at the game's initial release, they have more stuff that they could have put in it, and they don't. Because they're like, let's just make more money off of it.
Yeah, it's because they know they can get away with that. And
yeah, because people will buy that crap.
So, when the PS4 was beginning to release and the Xbox One was launching, people were losing their minds when they heard a rumor thinking that all the games were going to be like $120 and super expensive. And
oh, I kind of remember something. That was for the PS4 or for the Xbox One?
Both.
Because I know with the Xbox One, before it was released, they were going to do that digital rights management on every game, where like even if you like brought the game over to someone else's place, they wouldn't be allowed to play it because it had to be like registered to your Xbox Live account.
Oh yeah, no, like that shut it down way quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shut that down way quick. But no, it was just like, because I want to say PS2 games were like $50, give or take, on average, I think. It was like, it was a step up.
$60 for a game is a ripoff. No, I don't care how good the game is.
Yeah.
You know that it cost them 5 cents to make that CD. And I mean, yeah, of course they got to pay the developers, and they had to put a lot of resources into it. But honestly, I mean, I don't know. I still think it's kind of that's way overpriced. Especially when like they come out with crap that's like, oh, this game's only got about 5 hours of content, no replay value, and the multiplayer sucks, if there's any multiplayer at all. That's the kind of stuff you got to stay away from.
So anyway, back to my story. Thank you for derailing me.
You're absolutely welcome.
Oh no, did I not? Okay, I did. Good.
Were
I,
you muted this whole time?
no, I thought I left something else on that was gonna go off. But I didn't. Um, and yes, I thought I was muted, so that was a complete lie. Anyway, um, so people were freaking out and thinking like $120 is too much for a video game and whatnot.
I agree.
It's like, moron, you already pay that for DLC.
You're right. If you buy it, that's the other bullcrap thing. The day a game is released, get the season pass, $50. You buy the game off the shelf, $60. You pre-order it with a special bonus, $90. You get the season pass with that, $120, $130.
Bethesda, I love you guys.
EA, any other
But
game
Bethesda,
company.
look, I'm sorry about my co-host. Okay, I did buy the Dishonored Collector's Edition. I want that mask. Thank you very much. I love you.
What?
Big fan. What?
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 You did what now?
I bought the super special edition of Dishonored 2 for a mask.
I thought you were done with the frivolous spending. You know, after you bought 7 lightsabers and
The 7 lightsabers was over the course of like a year and a half.
still was a lot of money though.
Very true.
So you basically paid $100 for a mask then. Is what you're telling me.
No, I paid $40 for a mask. Actually, no, it's $30 because the game's $60 and it's only $90. Plus, it's not technically me
Is it the
buying
mask?
it.
Is it the mask that's on the first game's cover?
Yeah.
Okay, because the new one they got a different mask, I think, or something like that. I never played the first one, but
Dishonored 2. Oh yeah, it's because they've got the girl in it now. So
right, yeah.
I started watching the trailer for this game and one of their newer trailers, and it's like ominous music and it's like, "Oh, you vile witch, you took the throne from me, but you didn't actually know me." And it's showing
Yeah,
her.
they showed those on TV.
And it's showing her, and it's like, oh my god, what's going on? She's gonna go nuts on this person. And then it's like a shadow person crawling across the ground. It's like, what? I want this game. This game looks awesome. I'm super stoked for it. And I absolutely love that mask. And yeah, that's shameless spending. I'm super stoked for it.
Just like I shamelessly plug my other series on our channel all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is how it's going to work, is that the game's going to start up and you're going to play as the girl, and Corvo, the guy from the first game, is going to be like locked up in a castle dungeon somewhere, and you have to go and find him and rescue him, and then you get to play as Corvo. And it would be pretty cool if there was what's the word, co-op in it, as like double stealth assassins. That'd be really cool, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm super excited for that. November Death Month still stands strong because we've got, and I think I out-hyped myself from the whole Infinite Warfare thing.
Wait, I didn't hear about this.
So I was gonna get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare
Because of David Hasselhoff as the
You know what?
DJ
Uh,
for zombies.
You're saying it, and it makes me want it even more now. Again, Thanks, buddy. You know, you're just a great friend, man.
Well, you're the one. You're the one who was like telling me about that, and I'm like, okay. And then you said like the villain in the campaign's like a guy from
Game of Thrones.
uh, Game of Thrones
Yeah.
or something like that.
Jon
And you-
Snow on Mars. Kill Jon Snow in space on Mars. It's like, yeah, that really speaks to me. I want to do that.
Wait, isn't there already something called John something of Mars?
John Carpenter of Mars.
Yeah.
I think it's John Carpenter.
Or
John Carter.
yeah.
John
that's
Carter of Mars. But it's like,
maybe that's where they got the idea.
that's really funny if it is. But I'm going to say I doubt it. But,
Well, because the previous one, Advanced Warfare, I think had they had an actor as the villain too.
yeah, oh God, what?
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
The-
Kevin
yeah.
Spacey.
What's funny about him is that I saw like the opening episode of a show he was in, and he
House
was
of
actually
Cards.
playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, he was. This is so good. Have
So
you?
I'm like, wow, this guy's like really connected to that.
Wait, no, hold up. I think he was actually playing Advanced Warfare.
I thought it was like Modern Warfare 3 or something.
I don't know. Oh,
You know what I'm
Hold on.
talking about, though, right?
what? Call of Duty.
It's that one. It's that show where he was
House of
a
Cards.
politician. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Does Kevin Spacey
I thought it was Modern Warfare
play
3.
in House of Cards?
It was one of those. It might have been Advanced Warfare. That would be even funnier. That would be even funnier. He's like playing the game, and then like he shows up in the game. What? All right, you can't just say what.
Hold on, I'm reading it.
Such
I'm reading
surprise, and then not tell the audience.
I'm reading
That's
it.
Not,
Something. Did Call of Duty Advanced Warfare predict Frank Underwood's next move? So it's basically like, oh hey, we've got Jonathan Irons, Advanced Warfare. Apparently he has played some of the new Call of Duty games to see it and see what it does. How funny would it be that Kevin Spacey just plays Advanced Warfare just for kicks, and then you know what? No, there's no way it could have been Advanced Warfare. Yeah, it was probably Modern Warfare 3 because I forgot about that. Advanced Warfare came out after he was a big House of Cards guy,
yeah.
and that's all he basically did in Advanced Warfare was play Frank Underwood.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, it was.
That
Modern
show's great,
Warfare
by the way.
3. But
Haven't
still, the
watched
point.
it.
But the point is, it's just funny how they've been trying to do that now. They've been trying to get like these big name, or not big name, but just like people you've heard of.
Oh, it's been
Yeah.
happening all the time. Like,
How long?
a while.
Well, I know like the guy that voiced Captain Price, who I think was like a British actor of pretty notable one. Not so much in the United States, but I think in Britain he was actually pretty well known. So I mean, yeah, they have been getting kind of celebrity voicing for the Call of Duty games, and of course for the zombies and Black Ops, they had some really notable voice actors too. So I mean, they definitely got the
Grand Theft
that.
Auto San Andreas, Samuel Jackson.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah. William Fichtner. Oh, Grand Theft Auto Vice City San Andreas. and Sandman in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Wait, they have Samuel Jackson in Modern Warfare 3?
No, it's Grand Theft Auto. No,
Oh,
another guy, one of his co-actors.
okay. I was about to say I do not remember him in that game at all. So that would be something that huge that I missed.
Burt Reynolds was in Vice City. That's great. But yeah, it's Oh, here we go. Timothy Oliphant voiced Grinch in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Really?
Yep. uh, who was Jason Hudson in Black Ops? Do you remember?
No.
Alex Mason, Sam Worthington, the Avatar actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I guess you're right. I guess they have been.
I mean,
Uh,
hell, okay, we're going into a bit spoiler territory here, guys. If you guys are a Final Fantasy fan and you have not yet seen Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, just go ahead and mute this for like 5 minutes. I'll be done explaining it and then come back. So Kingsglaive has pretty big actors, mainly Sean Bean, who is known as the man who dies in movies
in every movie,
all the time.
including Lord of the Rings.
As,
Isn't he like the only main character of the good guys who actually like dies in that, from what I recall?
Yeah, I think so.
Because like even like Gandalf comes back and
Yeah.
everyone else makes it to the end.
So, as far as I can tell, he's only stayed alive throughout the movie in 2 movies.
That's it.
Those are the only movies
Do
I
you
can
think they
actually
write
remember.
that in his contract? Like maybe he like purposely has it done that way. He's like, I'll only star in this movie if I die in it. That way I don't have to be around for the entire filming of this movie.
That would be
When-
really funny, but a majority of the time he dies near the end.
Okay.
This is like the Hitcher remake. He dies at the end. Lord of the Rings, he dies pretty close to the end and whatnot.
Of the first one,
Yeah, of the first
there's
one.
still 2 more that
Yeah,
come after
true.
that.
So, the 2 movies that he has not died in that I personally know of, the first Silent Hill, he dies, quote unquote, in the second one. And then in what was it? The Martian with Matt Damon.
Okay.
Where they send him to Mars and he got stuck.
Yep.
The only reason he lived in that one, because I know that they would have killed him off, is because he was on Earth the whole time. That
It
was
would have
it.
still been funny if he got if a car hit him,
Very
or like
true.
or like he choked on something and suffocated to death.
Fun fact: in The Martian, Sean Bean's literally talking about a secret meeting that they're having to save Matt Damon and whatnot, and he's like, well, someone walks up and it's like, why is it called this? And it's like, oh, it's the secret meeting in Lord of the Rings when they started the Fellowship. It's like, seriously, Sean Bean, you're making a Lord of the Rings reference in a space sci-fi movie?
One does not simply make a Lord of the Rings reference in a science fiction film.
Oh my god, it was fantastic.
Okay, by the way, I hope you realize that you told some audience members to tune out for 5 minutes. We're now about 4 minutes past that, and you have not revealed any spoilers
Okay,
yet.
fun fact. Final Fantasy Kingslave, Sean Bean plays like this old king, and he literally gets stabbed through the chest like 10 minutes before the movie ends. Even as a voice actor, this man dies. Oh, wait, hold up. There is one other thing that I don't think he's actually died in, and that is Morrowind. I think it's Morrowind.
Wait, he's in Morrowind?
It might be Oblivion. Uh,
Which
Sean.
character does he play in that?
Give me a minute. Being. No, it's Oblivion. Martin Septum.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Does he die in that?
I don't think he actually dies. Martin Septum. Let's see.
My brother got Oblivion, and I never played it though. That was because I was kind of Skyrimmed out, and I'm like, I don't really want to play another Elder Scrolls game. Especially when I watched him and I saw like how stuff is like not streamlined at all in that game. Like when you try to persuade the guards, you have to do like a mini game, and then like to level up, you actually have to like sleep for a few hours or something, and like every cave is completely dark, and you have to like hold a torch. But then when you're under attack, you gotta unequip the torch and like pull out a weapon, and then you can't see, and you're like fighting ghosts in the pitch black or something like that.
Oh my god.
So like I'm like I'm kind of spoiled by Skyrim's streamlined gameplay.
Okay.
Kind of don't want to get into that.
So here we go. Dagon smashes the temple dome as Martin transforms. The dragon then destroys Mehrunes Dagon's physical body, banishing him back to the waste of oblivion, but not without sustaining a mortal wound itself. After the fight ends, the dragon arches his neck, roars into the sky, and is petrified, becoming a statue. That's Martin Septum. So he turns into a dragon, then becomes a statue.
So he dies.
Yep. Okay, my bad.
Do you think this is like an inside joke with anybody who hires him?
Oh, it is. It definitely is. Because
I don't know how this started though. Like it must have just like started as like a coincidence, and then at some point somebody realized, like, wait a minute. Every film or game or anything that you star in, you die. So we're gonna make that happen to you, even if you're the only character in the main cast.
he could
that happens
he
to.
could literally be just like some guy out in the desert. That's it. He's trying to get back to civilization. There's nobody else in the movie. And like as soon as he like looks out and he sees civilization, he just falls from heat exhaustion and dies of thirst. I could actually see that happening.
Yeah, I mean,
But so yeah. Even as a voice actor, this man is not safe. Sean Bean, if you are listening out there, I've got a great deal for you. You can play.
Jade,
Huh?
Crow.
No. You can play the leader of the faction city of my novel. His name is Mark. He's an alcoholic.
Oh, okay. Yep.
He's highly depressed. I don't think I'm killing him off. You can play him.
He is the character that I created, you know.
Yeah, I know. But still. Hey, man. Pimping your crap for Sean Bean here.
That's true. Weren't we gonna get that guy from that one movie we saw to play Shade? I can't even remember what the movie was called, but I remember we went to a movie like 5 years ago.
Oh, my God.
And you're like, that guy is playing Shade when we turn our story into a movie.
Come on. You're killing me, man. You can't give me anything else like what the movie was about.
It was like vampires or something. It was like the movie had like vampires in it, but like
Was it
the
Fright Night?
vampires. What was it? Doesn't no, it was like, but like they were in like Zerg hives. I remember like it was so funny because it was like they were like going out to the desert and then
Oh,
like giant Zerg
priest.
nest. Yeah, that's what it was. And like the bad guy was like he wore like
Who was in
he had
that?
one of those hats and he was like there was like a scene
Oh,
where
it was
like
Carl Urban.
a city was like exploding or something and he's like dancing around waving his arms and singing or something.
He's the new Judge Dredd.
There you go.
Carl Urban. Yeah. This guy, although I think I like him as an actor too much to kill him off. Although, well,
He's Shade. That's the final part of the story anyway.
true, but Carl Urban's a great actor. I liked him in oh my god, he's gonna be in the new Thor. I didn't know that. He's a great Bones in Star Trek, the new Star Trek movies.
Okay.
He's really good in that, definitely. He is in Riddick as basically a backstabber, and he's William Cooper in Red, who basically gets the crap kicked out of him by Bruce Willis. So that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like him as an actor, and he played a really good sinister evil guy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But man, now that I think about it, though, I'm just laughing at Sean Bean being Mark. I think that's really funny.
Well, then Mark would have to be killed off if he played him. Even if it's not actually in the book, in the movie adaptation, it would have to be that way.
Oh no, that's super mean. It's like, yes, I've read your book. I love it. I like it. It's a great sci-fi. How would you like me to play into this character and give him personality and whatnot? And it's like, actually, you're gonna die within the first 5 minutes. Sorry. It's like, but he
We'll
rebuilt
pay you
society.
millions of dollars, but yeah, you're only gonna be in it for 5 minutes.
15 million. Yeah, you get your head cut off, and then the building explodes, and then sucked into a massive vortex, and consumed by a giant monster. It's like, yeah, that's what we'll do with Mark.
Wow, you really thought that through. If only you would actually write this.
Oh
No.
no. You know what? I will make it my duty. Let's see. Let's pull up my calendar here.
Here we go. It's serious business now.
Name a
folks.
date in November after the first week. So starting on the 6th past.
What am I naming a date for?
Just name it.
How about Friday the 11th?
All right. I'll have some stuff to you by then. How's that? You good? And then
I'll have some stuff for you by then too.
yeah, I know you have stuff. That's what you've been doing. I've been trying to. I'm sorry. What more do you want from me besides more work?
I want results.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
yeah. I saw that coming a mile away. Okay, fine. Friday the 11th, I will have results for you. Are you happy?
I'll be happy when I'm holding the results in my hand.
No, I'm sorry. I only do electronic.
When I'm viewing it on my computer screen.
That's much better. And then we can do a podcast about it and talk about it.
That'd be great, because right now people probably have no clue what we're talking about right now. I just realized.
We're writing a book. That's it. Attempting to write a book.
Huge huge quote marks around the word writing.
We are developing a book. We are developing a story.
Fun fact, we came up with the idea for this
7 years ago.
or later or more than that.
8 years
Because
ago.
you had like a 60-page manuscript or something that we were using as the basis.
Yeah, and then
that
I go
was
and
like-
frickin' lose it. I thought I found it.
You
but
lost it?
I have it all in my head. Besides, we didn't include. That was all like mine, and
Right, but that was I consider that the beginning of it all, like of the birth of the idea.
right.
Because
but it
I
didn't
didn't-
have any of your characters in it because then we started rewriting it.
Yeah, but we use that as a basis, though. That's
Very
like
true.
the very beginnings of it. Didn't we like? I think it. Didn't we come up with the idea because we were like playing Call of Duty Zombies one day and we're like, let's write our own zombie story.
No,
Isn't
I
that
think
how it,
that's
like,
what
started?
you said.
Or
I
something
al-
like that.
I always wanted my story to be like a monsters fantasy story.
Yeah.
You started coming up with your own idea, and then it's like, but how do I get it to that point? And then one of us, I honestly cannot remember who, said, hey, what if we combine that and make that a part of your story? Or my story? Whoever said it. Just like said, it's like, let's combine the two, see what happens. And then we came up with the whole timeline, and we think it's great.
And it probably is great. And it's been 5 years since we came up with that timeline originally.
Oh, it's been 6,
And
7. Because I think we were still in high school.
no, we were in college, I'm pretty sure. First year. It's been about 6 years. It's been
6 years, yeah. Way too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, front page of Reddit. One way or another, I'm getting that front page spot.
But first, you got to actually write the stuff, though. So you
Just you
you
wait.
all heard it on this podcast, November 11th. If he doesn't have anything by then,
Episode 3, Marshall came through. That's what the episode's going to be called. So
episode 3, Marshall fails to deliver once again.
you know when you see Social Outcast Podcast, Episode 3, you know I came through.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I know I'm right. Thank you for admitting it. I'm very grateful for that.
Like you said in your introduction, it's on the internet, therefore it has to be true, right? We shall see. I'm pretty sure that by the 11th, my guess, here's how I think it's going to go. I think we're talking about it right now, so it's fresh in your mind. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm going to prove this elitist wrong and say,
No.
I'm gonna
You
I'm gonna
got that
start
wrong.
writing.
You got that wrong. This
I'm talking
elitist
from-
piece of trash.
Yes, elitist piece of trash, wrong. And I'm going to start writing tonight. And then what's going to happen is you're going to, out of the corner of your eye, you're going to see something like a game or something. You're going to start playing it. And then you're going to be like, oh, dang, okay, that's kind of late at night. Then it's going to be a Sunday, and you're like, well, I got to make my props and everything, which is for a good cause, but that's going to take some time. And then it's going to be Monday, and then you're going to work. And then by the time you get home from work, you'll be too tired to do anything. And then, because you're too tired to do anything, you'll forget about it. You'll forget about it the whole week. And then on the next broadcast of Social Outcasts, I'll bring it up, and you'll be like, oh yeah, don't worry. Episode 3, Marsh, Master of the Universe, comes through. I'll be like, and then you'll go to the right, and then you'll get stonewalled. And you're like, well, maybe tomorrow. And then it'll be Sunday again, and then something else will come up. And then it'll be Monday, and you'll be working. And
Just
then
a
on
vicious
Friday,
cycle.
and then on Friday, the 11th at midnight, I'll send you a Skype message and say, "So you got anything? Because you got about less than 24 hours now." And when we do the next podcast, I'm setting the over/under at 0 words written.
All right.
So, I think that's how it's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna get done, and it's just gonna keep going on in circles and circles. So yes, I am calling you out right now.
You guys want to see someone get shown up? Stick around
Yes,
the next 2 weeks.
Please do show me up because I want to see this.
Stick around the next 2 weeks. I will force him to eat those pages.
Yeah, coming up next in future episodes, I eat the pages. Literally.
We'll have a nice video for you all and whatnot. It's just him chowing down. It's like, yep. Oh, no. You got to roll them up and smoke them. There we go.
But I thought
It's like-
they were electronic only, though.
I will make a special request to print these off. So you can literally smoke away our fame.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll promptly delete everything that I wrote. And then we'll just be back at square one.
Wait, why would you delete what you wrote?
Because it's smoking away our fame.
Yeah, but the content might be good, and just back it up on a drive or something.
Very true. And thank you for saying that, because now you're basically saying that, oh yeah, he's going to write stuff, but it's going to be total crap. The content might be good. Oh no, this is going to be my magnum opus.
Right.
Maybe, kind of, sort of, I don't know yet, because, I haven't written it. Hey.
But anyway, so I think you're gonna have absolutely nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna just embarrass yourself in 2 weeks from now.
You know
when
what?
it-
You're not
when
the
it
only
comes
one
time-
that yells at me about this.
When it comes time to put up or shut up, you're gonna be forced to shut up.
I believe you got that phrase wrong.
Oh really? What phrase should I have used?
It's nut up or shut up.
Whatever.
Hey man, you're gonna quote Zombieland. You gotta quote it right. Oh yeah, that's where it's from. Bet you forgot about that movie. Have you
I
seen
haven't
that
seen it.
movie?
Yes, I watched it like once with you a long time ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I wouldn't remember really any quotes from it.
Whatever.
But yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get shown up. I'll make sure.
I'm
that-
looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to this because I don't think you have what it takes.
Okay, then. You wanna make it a bit more interesting? I will have
Really?
it to you the 5th of November,
Oh.
Saturday, episode
Oh.
2. Marsh pulls
Oh.
through.
Oh, you did not just go there.
Yeah, I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marshall, master of the universe, lord of all podcasts, just went there.
Yeah. Make it a date. I'll show you up. Make you eat your words and leave me alone for a bit.
What you're really gonna do is you're gonna make it a date and then you're gonna stand me up. You're not gonna show me up.
Not even gonna buy you dinner.
I'm gonna be standing on the corner in the rain,
Uh,
checking my phone. You're gonna be getting drunk or something at your place, waiting for the next podcast you follow to come on.
Which fun thing is that I don't think they actually stream on the weekends. I don't think any of them do.
I was kind of trying to go for a low blow there. but
Yeah, oh yeah, I know.
it
Didn't work. Didn't work. Because you want to know what podcast streams on the weekend? This one right here. It is Saturday, right? Yeah, Saturday. Like
Yes. it
9,
is.
any time after 9, roughly, give or take. It's
Yeah.
good. It's a good
Whenever.
episode.
Yep. So next time, better have the writing. That's
Oh,
all I have to say.
oh, I'll have it. Are there any last words you would like to have for our kind and wonderful audience?
Yes. Um.
Any words that don't involve poking fun at me in any way, shape, or form?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. Thank you, everyone, for watching this episode of the Social Outcast podcast. There, I said it right this time. Also, this is the end of the podcast. Is my time for my shameless self-advertisement. Stay tuned for more episodes of Games Lost to the Ages coming your way shortly this week. They'll be coming out a day at a time, probably at noon every day. I schedule them. So stay tuned. Got episodes of a new series of Games Lost to the Ages coming out this week. And believe me, they will be there, unlike Marshall's writing next weekend.
Oh, you bastard.
Have a good night, folks.
And on this note, don't worry, we all will be sober. And we'll all be here for the whole episode. Still having fun. But, yeah. Next episode, stay tuned. You will see Matt go blue in the face because what I gave him was so magnificent it literally suffocated him with joy. I think that's a thing. Have a good night, folks. Drive safe.